IHN Essex has been helping homeless families for 30 years, but no two families have the same story.
Camilla Cream loved lima beans, but she never ate them.
Katie and her family became homeless when the city condemned her rental apartment.
Around the end of October, the kids said they were cold. I turned the thermostat on, and I never felt the heat kick in. I was like, okay, well, maybe the boiler's out. Went to the basement, and I realized the meters were removed for the entire building. He refused to pay to have them put back in, and with all the back and forth with the power company, the city gave us, I think, when they condemned the apartment, they gave us roughly about a week or so to get everything out.
Katie and her family were in IHN for a short time before finding an apartment. They are now waiting to purchase their first home from Habitat for Humanity.
Family homelessness is generally not caused by laziness. It's caused by lack of opportunity, lack of affordable housing, and poverty, which is a very complex issue.
I ended up becoming homeless when I was still in high school at the time. That day was like, for me, it was heartbreaking. The landlord had came and he said that it's time for us to come out the house. We had to take all our stuff out. I was stressed because I was thinking, like, where's my mom gonna go? Where's my brother and sisters gonna go? And where I'm gonna go.
When Daria and her family were evicted, they split up to find shelter. Eventually, Daria, who now has a young child, found shelter with IHN.
It's like sometimes I just feel like, when will it get better? Why is it taking a long time? It's been since 2015. I try to stay strong, but then there's times where I gotta sit down and cry, or like when I put the baby to sleep, I'll call my mom and talk to her.
IHN is working with Daria to give her the skills she needs to become self-sufficient. Trisha's family became homeless in 2011 due to a hurricane.
We were in the process of moving, and the storm Irene came. It had did damage to the property that we were supposed to be moving to. So when the end of the month came, we weren't able to move. We had no place to go.
You can have everything, and then everything could be taken away from you the next day.
I didn't think that I was ever going to be homeless. When you go through something like this, it makes you think different about homelessness, because it can happen to anybody. It happened to us.
Trisha and her family were accepted into IHN's shelter program.
And when we got to the church, the host there was just so, I'm trying not to cry, but they were just so loving and kind and welcomed us from day one. And I knew we were going to be okay.
IHN is here for the long term for families. We're the shelter program, we're the recovery program to get them into affordable housing again. We give them job skills, we give the children education and opportunities, and we're there for them as their safety network whenever they have their next emergency, because there's going to be another emergency.
A few years after Trisha and her family left the program, bad luck struck again.
The year I had my stroke, it was Interfaith who helped the kids keep a regular schedule and then come to Interfaith every day and get their homework done.
So when families like Trisha's have a medical emergency or any type of crisis, we're able to stay in touch with them and provide some sort of stability in their time of crisis.
I wasn't home, I was in the hospital in New York, but they were able to stay to a schedule by being a part of Interfaith.
So IHN focuses a lot on the children because we are looking to break that cycle. So when a family becomes homeless, it's important for the kids to maintain some sort of normalcy. So through programs like our after-school program, we're able to offer a safe, stable place for kids to study.
After a brief stay in the IHN shelter program in 2011, Jacqueline and Jacob stayed in touch with IHN and took advantage of their after-school program.
My grades have gotten so much better. I'm having like a 3.5 GPA right now. I'm in my school showcase. I do poetry, I sing, I dance, I do a lot of other things around school. I'm also varsity of my fencing team.
Jacob is a senior in high school getting ready for college and is preparing to audition for Juilliard.
When I see where he is and what he's doing, what he's accomplished, he's that thing that lets me know that it was all worth it.
I love you because you've done so much. Like, we come so far. Like, we're in a very comfortable situation right now. We have a roof over our head. We have a car. You know, I'm going to school. You know, I dress nice every day. It's like, it's really nice. I really, really appreciate everything you've done for me at this point in time.
So I just want to tell them thank you. It's just been really awesome to stay connected, to know that that's my family there.